Alright guys, and welcome to this very special video here on the channel again. It is already the second video of this kind on this channel, and you have already seen it in the title and thumbnail. I'm gonna show you guys in this video the progress over the last year, or over this year to be precise, in my Minecraft world. And I'm gonna give you guys an overview over the whole things. I have literally put most of the progress into videos, or separate videos, which you can check out on the channel here, also in the description below. And I'm gonna summarize the progress I have made from the last winter of 2024 up until this winter of 2025. And a short background story, right? I have already told you guys I have done one of this video already, which was obviously 2023 or the whole 2024 progress, and I'm gonna do the progress for 2025 mostly. And this has sort of like a background story. I have started a Minecraft world 2023, at the end of 2023, which I was like, I'm gonna start a world which I will keep, hopefully, as long as I can, without restarting anything, and without, using another world or so. And, I really wanted to just spend time in one specific world and not always, like, start a new world or start over again. And for me now, obviously I had ups and downs with, like, motivation and stuff in this world. And obviously, I do have not a lot of time, since, I'm also sort of studying and working part-time. So you have to keep that in mind. But I'm now super grateful that I've made the decision, and I really like this project now more and more, because you can literally see the whole progress over the years, and I'm really I really enjoy doing that and actually see the world growing in shape. And without obviously the support of you guys who are also watching these videos, I'm also very thankful, and I want to say thank you guys. I will probably not continue to do that, maybe, even though I have really found a big pleasure in doing that, because Minecraft has kind of like accompanied me since like 15 years or something, and it was always there, right? You were always able to rely on that game and spend time, relax, get some distraction from the real life and so forth. So I'm really thankful for that game as well. And I want to show you guys now the whole progress of 2025. And to be short, in statistics, guys, I have, as you can already see on the thumbnail, I have now spent over 2 years, around 480 hours of total in this world. Or now obviously more than 400. I said 450 in the thumbnail, so it's kind of like you can see the number, but now it's 480 hours plus. I wasn't, I'm not able to get it to 500. I was not able to get it to 500 hours in this year, but I'm thinking I might get to 600 hours by the end of next year. I have I don't know how many in-game days those are, because in the new version you cannot really see the in-game days, but I can give you guys the playtime in a short amount of time. And and as you can see on the thumbnail in this recap video of 2025, I was not only finishing, or mostly finishing, the city, which we have started in 2024, but we also started various new projects, and mainly the big monastery project, which you can see on the left side of the thumbnail. And we're gonna kind of like check those out here. And without further ado, I think we're gonna go in. As you can see here, it's like I started this world at 16th of December, and we're gonna start right here where we have made the first update video of 2025, which is right here in the city. You might see see some things which are maybe familiar, and we have the Enderman standing up there kind of like all the time. And yeah, the stables was something I have shown you guys already. And we're gonna go right here. I'm gonna show you guys, just that you guys are that I'm transparent. You can see here I have near like 20 days played, which is like 480 hours or something. And yeah, obviously if we're open it's way much more, because you know I have been AFK at the farms and so forth, so that's why we have that big of a number there. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna start over here with a small market area, right? We have already you know, our first market is literally over there, right? So I have made a second one because I was like, you know, we need to use the space a bit and diversify a bit. And here we can kind of like buy all kind of different goods, from candles or like light in general to meat, some specific wine bottles or just water bottles, whatever, and some fruit as well. And then we have our first, guild, or not the first house, but the first I'm gonna show you guys in this episode, the Great Boar, which is the butcher's guild. So you have like, you know, some hints that it's a butcher with a smokehouse here. I try to indicate with some wood here in the background for make sure that one runs all the time. Then you can come up here where the guild members can meet and greet, take some time off, read something, and eventually, if they, you know, for example, did spend too much time drinking and can't really go back to their house, they can sleep up there. And yeah, you know, the guild house is always like in the concept of, you know, different guild members of the city who are doing a specific job, right? And they are uniting in that specific job, so they can kind of like create also monopolies of goods. And you know, that was pretty common in the medieval times. And as you guys know, I'm kind of like mixing medieval and fantasy aspects of the game. So I'm not always gonna fully go for historical accuracy or whatever, even though that's something you can't even decide, but that you can't even achieve. But that's not a topic for now. On this side here, as you can see, we have a specific, a little bit of a bigger wall here. This is the barracks with some train dummies, some tools here. Then down here we have a small prison, right, with some cells. I have not done anything here. I don't even know why I have what I wanted to do here. Maybe we'll come back to this eventually. And also, I mean, in general, the whole city here is just work in progress. And I said I would go back to the city eventually to kind of like reshape things and so forth. I haven't come to this so far, but I will definitely gonna go for that eventually, and keep on doing and make things more beautiful and better. And with obviously your hints and tricks, guys, I will be able to do it even better. So yeah, let me know. Anyways, here we have kind of like the section where the controller is of the barracks, right, who is like overviewing the administration and so forth. And then up here you can see the shape or the place of the officer, or the lead officer of the city, or the captain of the guards, I would call him, with a specific, very beautiful bed, obviously, for that, right? We have that purple color. Then over here we have all of the armor of the soldiers with some swords. And here you can watch out to the street again. And then up here we have places to sleep for soldiers, and the same thing down here, where you know, people can store their items and weapons and stuff. And then you can, you know, you can go into the tower here. Yeah, go over here back into the guardhouse, to the wall itself, and then even on top of the tower as well. Yeah. So that's kind of like the barracks we have built here. Up next, I'm trying to find, you know what, guys, I'm gonna shortly sleep here, so that we can not get attacked by any phantoms or whatever, because I have been AFK earlier. Wait a second, I've just noticed the door here. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, some more space I nearly forgot to show. Anyways, so we head down again, right? And then up next, we will have the church. And yeah, obviously here the market with a, by the way, with a pillory here. I've looked it up on the internet with like someone with a head. I actually cheated that head to make it look cool. But yeah. Besides, I am not cheating anything at all here in the game. So first of all, yeah, here we have a small, I think it was just a normal living house. Right? It's not that big, just a bit of a reading spot. Some chests, cooking station, places to eat. And then we have up here, yeah, a 2 people's bed. Pretty basic, but does it make sense? I think so. Anyways, now we're gonna go with a small well here into the church, or into the church area, with a lot of like flowers and stuff, because I was like, you know, I don't want to make it like that a super muddy medieval looking area, and actually do way much more color, or bring more color into it, because the medieval times were not always that dark, or were not that dark as people are saying. Yeah, we have some, you know, small graveyard with some spicy signs as well, and you can kind of like walk along the church here. And then eventually, what do we have here? Yeah. You can enter the church with the altar obviously over here, and you know, the priest can call his sermons up there. And then up there you have a bigger, or a better view with some better spots as well. Yeah. And some basic lamps. So that's the church. Then up next, interesting that we have a cow here. We keep it. We have over here, I think it's a guild house, I can't really remember. Or was it a guild house? I think it was a guild house. Yeah, that's a guild house. I don't know why I did not like use a name. I think it's, you know, it's Tinker's Guild, who's making, you know, like barrels and stuff, and you know, general tools like buckets, these lanterns and so forth. And then up here, as always, you have spaces to read, and then a dining area for the guild members with a cooking area. And then once again, you can go up here with some additional beds for guild members. And even, you know, eventually members who don't have a place to be anymore. For example, if there's like a burning in the city or something, an arson, so that you actually can get a place to sleep while your house is gonna get rebuilt. Then up next we have I think it was just a normal living house again, with some kitchen area. Place to sleep again, yes, and then you can go up here with a storage space, some armor stands, and some more place to sleep. I always have to keep in mind, guys, that those armor stands are like people who are gonna get recruited for eventual situations, right, in the city when you actually need troops. And yeah, that's kind of like the background story of that. That's why I'm building these armor stands eventually. And then you can, you know, go here into the diligent carpenter, which is obviously like the Carpenter's Guild, where over here you can see I tried to simulate a log station where you can like put in logs and then cut them, right? And then you're gonna make out of these, you're gonna make specific tools or carpenter tools slash items for living, like tables. For example, here you can see like tables, seats, signs, chests, sticks. And then, as always, again, you have a place to eat for the Carpenters Guild members. Some place to relax. And then over here, place to sleep again, right? So that's that. Then, yeah, this house I've already shown you guys. Then I think it's probably one of the last houses over here. This is just a normal living house, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Once again, you know, it's kind of like always the same with like place to sleep. And then armor stands, like I said, for potential situations, right? Where getting or will be a problem for the city, or city is under attack or something. And then yeah, I have obviously transformed all of this, and if you like compare that build to the first video with the thumbnail of the 1 year progress, you can see like literally this is all, and you can see it also on the current thumbnail. This is all here, like all of this here onwards up until the wall behind, or the city wall, like far in the distance, I have made in this year. And this is already, you know, things I have built in the first year, right, with the port here. But I'm definitely gonna come back to this area eventually and try to make it better eventually. I also want to make like ships and stuff. It is anyway on my to-do list that I want to do probably in the next year, somewhere far in the distance there, or behind that sort of hill there. I want to make a ship fishing village, or fisherman's village, and then connect these with ships and trade ships and so forth. And yeah, I've just made here the complete transformation, right? You can already see here the walls. They have been already here in the first video. Yeah, that's kind of like the things I have done here in the city. Yeah, and I completely forgot to mention, guys, you can also, if you want to, you can go up to the church tower there. And the church tower is something I definitely want to change up a bit, I feel like. Especially the roof is not really what I want, yeah. But yeah, we will come to this eventually. And then, you know, here you can get outside of the city, and then you're here already in the nature. I feel like in this part of the second part, so many endermen standing on these pillars there. Do they actually like... Could they actually come? They just stand there. Which is a bit weird, but you know, I wanna... You know, at the end of the day, there's probably like tens of thousands of these guys standing on these platforms. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do with this area here, but I was thinking once building like a slummy area, or like, you know, area for people who are poorer. Obviously outside of the city without any protection like it used to be, or not like it used to be, I was not gonna say that, but like people are less protected outside the city, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that there, but I definitely want to do it somewhere. Yeah, but that's kind of like most of the progress here in the city. Eventually, you know, the progress under Earth you have already seen, I feel like. Most of the storage area, village, trade, and so forth. And yeah, now we're gonna go into the monastery area, right? And you guys know the monastery, the whole monastery complex is sort of like built around specific production buildings I want to do for the materials we need at the monastery. For example, if we need wood at the monastery, we're gonna make a lumberjack. If we need stone, we're gonna make a stone core. If we need clay, we're gonna make a clay pit, and so forth. If we need bread, we're gonna make big wheat fields. And that's like the background story here with the whole concept of the monastery. And first of all, you can see here the bridge I have built, right? I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe the roof is a little bit weird and it's maybe a bit static, but overall I'm happy with it right now. You can just, yeah, get across the bridge here. And I'm first going to show you guys a small tavern I have built right here, and where we're going to make a stop and sleep anyway. Yeah, with some custom-made trees. I'm not overall happy with the trees I have built, but you know, for now, I think they're fine, or to suffice. But yeah, you can spend time here, literally at the river. Even fish if you want to, right side out of here. Yeah, pretty cool. At the river, I feel like. Have I? No, I do not have a name for the tavern yet. Yeah, you can have you know, some food in here. But it's not also in tavern; it's also an inn, so you can also sleep up here if you want to. If some small places to sleep, where we're just gonna make some rest, right? Shall we? And then you can go up here as well. And here is just some living space for people, you know, want to read outside of their chamber. Bigger rooms as well we have here. Same up here. And yeah, enjoy by the fire, sit by the fire, read a book or whatever. Yeah. That is the progress right here. Then, yeah, you can just follow the road here. I have still made some, yeah, some chests with some random items in here. Yeah, this is just a small firewood storage shed. And then you can follow all the wheat fields here. And obviously the wheat has to be made into flour. And that's why I have built the first mill over here, which we are gonna go and have a look at it first. Yeah, and you can just follow the field here, and you can see another field over there. And trust me guys, that took me quite a lot of time and a lot of like seeds to plant and replant, right? Because I always had to replant the wheat so that I was able to get the seeds more and more. And yeah, you can see here already laying around quite a lot of wheat hay balls, or wheat blocks, I guess. And then I have made a small how do you say, like a grinder, you know, where you have outside of there, you have the wheel, right, of the mill, with the wool, as you can see. Then you have like a small wheel which is moving that wheel, and that wheel is turning that, oh, I missed something, is turning that wheel to the grinder, and then you can like, the grinder delivers the flour into the chest. So that's what I'm trying to simulate here. And yeah, here you can have a bit of a look. And then same here when the miller or someone wants to sleep at the mill. Yeah, that's kind of like the mill here. Oh wait, you can also, yeah, take the balcony here if you want to. Yeah, that's kind of what I've done here. There's some random stuff in here. Then I think we're pretty much up for the monastery itself. Yeah, as you can see, I have made the layout like at the in June. I think I released that video where, you know, here we're gonna build the church itself. And I have already made quite some progress for the people at the who are living at the monastery, especially monks and nuns. I'm combining these. It's like a mixed monastery. And then, yeah, we're gonna enter here. Yeah, just some small storage area here. If on this side, in the one of the previous videos I showed you guys here the whole library where the studies can be done, right? And you know, transcript works, books, read books, write books, whatever else. This is still work in progress, nothing really in here. Then up here we have the sleeping spots of monks and nuns. I'm gonna go up here right instantly. Then you have some places for the guards. You know, we're protecting the monastery. Here I haven't really done anything so far. I don't know what its plan is, like the clothes store. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Then here we have the brick kitchen, you know, where the food is gonna get prepared with the eating area for the monks and nuns. And then I'm gonna show you guys somehow there's a door missing. The inner part of the monastery where, you know, they can contemplate, take some time off, right, at the garden here with a small pond as well over there. And yeah, I'm not really sure here if I should maybe make a little bit of a statue up there, but I'm not sure yet. This is obviously all work in progress. Then over here, storage area. Yeah, that's the kitchen. Then up here, nothing else really. Yeah, this is just all emptiness yet. And then I have also built a small wine cellar down here. Yeah, I definitely need to make like a place where they are brewing wine slash beer as well. Maybe I'm gonna do this upstairs there. Yeah, that's most about it. And as you can see, guys, that took me quite a lot of... Oh, here I need to use some more stones. It took me quite a lot of clay bricks, as you can see, over the whole roof. Yeah, I'm using block of emeralds, guys. I don't care. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean here. That took me quite a lot. I do still have quite a lot more. I also need it obviously for later reasons for the church, right? Church roof. So there I will definitely need to use it. But besides that, I think we need clay brick all the time again anyway. So it's pretty much good to go. And if we later build like a castle or something up on that hill, or for future build anyways, it will be fine. And yeah, you might guess that I have moved, or I have used those clay bricks, or I mined those clay bricks in these lush caves, because there you can get the clay so easily. I mean, you can see here I have a lot of more clay bricks, and then I have a lot of like, where I have it? Somewhere over here? I have a chest, guys. Yeah, also I did farm a lot of mud here as well. Yeah, here I do have a lot of bricks as well, if more needed. Yeah. And I have found a snowy taiga so far away. Small teaser, guys. I'm not gonna say anything about this. But this might be something to do with an upcoming project, who knows? We will see. Anyways, yeah, over here, yeah, these phantom trees, or whatever they call, pale trees or something. I have not found a pale tree biome, but I had a wandering trader who came by and got these saplings. I was like, you know, I need to get those as well. No, stop it. Then we're gonna go into this area here, where, yeah, obviously we have the stone quarry, where the workers are gonna get stone for the monastery, and also the clay pit down here. I tried to simulate it with like clay ovens as well. Then here, and this is just a small place for the people who work here, who can sleep here with some work area. Then obviously these are just like stone piles, clay piles and whatever, with a pretty nice looking crane. I actually looked it up on the internet. And here, this one is the place for the, you know, for like the overseer of the area, who is living here. And then, if I remember correctly, I have a small ladder here with some extra storage space and a small crane. that is that. And yeah, this is kind of the section over here. And yeah, overall here you can still see a lot of space I need to use. I feel like over here somewhere I'm gonna make the wine field, or maybe actually maybe not the wine field. Maybe the wine field will come somewhere over there, and I'm gonna make an extra wheat field here, and then eventually maybe over there or there somewhere. I'm not sure. I definitely want to make a small fishing village, right? So that, you know, people can get their fish for the, or, you know, farm fish here and then deliver it to the city or to the monastery. And then, yeah, up next, I'm gonna mention this anyway already. I'm gonna build a, eventually I kind of want to build like a small Hobbiton looking area. I'm not sure where I'm gonna do this, but maybe somewhere in the back there. Who knows, right? And then this over here, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Maybe a small outpost or something. Who knows? We will see. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna show you the small last things I've done in the recent time, but where I have not really made or finished it yet. Obviously, that wheat field. I don't know how much wheat you can get out of here. But just to give you guys a short overview of the amount of wheat I can easily get is like in here, and a lot of like, you know, wheat blocks or hay blocks I'm gonna create with the wheat for decoration and stuff. And then over here, this house will be, this is obviously a work in progress, but this house is you know, like a small farming house, or farmhouse, who, you know, where people live who are working at the farm, at the field here, wheat field. It's probably not enough just to build one of these houses, but it's one part of it. And yeah, I think that's mostly all of the progress here so far of 2025. It's a bit, you know, less of content, I think, than the last time, obviously due to time reasons. But yeah, we'll see where we'll head in 2026. I'm super motivated to keep going, and I will definitely. As always, don't expect too much, guys, right? I still work and still study, so I need to keep that in mind and think about, you know, how I can manage it the best. But for ending this video, I'm gonna shortly tease a few things I might want to get to do in 2026, but are, you know, pretty much dependent from, like I said, various aspects like time issues, motivation issues, focus issues, you know, different focus on different projects and stuff. And yeah, it depends. Obviously, things can change as well. That, you know, certain projects maybe get delayed, or other projects, or I nearly just had like, you know, I want to do that, I will do that. Because I'm not gonna say like I have a specific plan, because I want to have some more free space, you know, in building, right? Because sometimes if you are building at the monastery, like I said at the beginning of 26, I would focus on the monastery, which obviously I did. It was also my main focus. But if you just keep on playing the monastery all the time, it's just get pretty much boring, because, like, you know, you're always spending time there. And so that's why I wanted to diversify the projects, right? And that's why I also started like building a wheat field, where, you know, the whole outskirts of the monasteries. I have built a tavern, the quarry, and so forth. So we have way much more like diversity, in not only for me but also for you guys, in the progress you can expect from me. Stop it! He just killed it. Okay, all right. We need to domesticate this guy. Oh no, it's so many. This, the good thing is also, this is a good point here for the upcoming projects. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna instantly start this project in 2026. If I'm gonna do this, probably later during the year. Up here will be a big castle. I want to make like the the seat of the king or something on this castle. On this hill. Because it's perfect. There's so much space here to do that, and you can literally overlook the area so good. You can see so far, and it's already pretty flattened as well. And you know, you can connect it so much and so good with the monastery and the city. It's literally perfect. So this will be definitely a project. I'm not sure of 2026, but I will definitely keep it in mind. Because, like I said, my major focus will still be the monastery. And not only the monastery itself, but like also the whole area around here. And then eventually, I definitely want to go into that area again. Because we want to transform that and yeah, start to like connect the different parts of it together. And then on the other hand side, I definitely want to do a small fishing village, which is probably not that big of a project, somewhere in the back. I definitely want to do a lumberjack, several ruins in the forest here, obviously, as well. I definitely, like I said, I want to get to the Hobbiton, or like, you know, Hobbiton village for hobbits in the back somewhere there, and then everything else I have. We will see what we'll do. If I have any spontaneous ideas, I'm gonna do it. And yeah, a small teasing project, like I said, you have seen the sign at the at my campsite behind the monastery. This is also something I wanna address eventually, or wanna do something. Because yeah, you might have guessed it, we have spent so much time in the green area here. And I love snow. I definitely want to build something in the snow eventually. And also, yeah, I completely forgot about that. I want to mention that as well. I want to transform the Nether more, because you know we haven't really done anything like in the Nether. In the Nether, it's just most or everything I have done is just there for like just that it works, right? It's not, nothing is aesthetic there, like literally nothing. It's just I have made tunnels so that it works. I have made you know, walking areas so that it works. I have made ways to Nether Castle or Nether Fortress so that it works. But I have not really made anything in there which, you know, looks cool, which looks like you know, that you actually can feel a very nice spirit in the Nether, or like this kind of like hellish Nether spirit. And with that also comes in it's just a small project, but I want to do a pretty, you know, a bigger Nether portal, which is like a fantasy portal somewhere around here. I'm not really sure yet, actually, yeah. So that's, and this Nether portal needs to be like some sort of, you know, like a portal which is like into a darker realm. And this is like, you know, Stranger Things moment where you have like a portal who spawns, which is spawning. And I don't know what things are getting out of the portal, and people are, you know, distressed why this portal did appear here. And yeah, we have to find a place for that as well. Maybe even on that hill there. Who knows? Yeah, I think that's kind of like my plans for 2026. The whole progress. Okay. Wait, why are you guys here now? Stop it. I'm gonna end this video after we have, yeah, get later. The other guy, I think we can ignore. I have a crossbow. Nice. I definitely need to use a crossbow as well eventually. Yeah, anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think of this progress of 2025 here. I'm super excited to show you the whole progress, like I said. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what I could build, what I maybe forgot, what I could change. Everything helps me out a lot, guys. I really would appreciate your support. And yeah, I see you guys in the first update video of 2026. We will see what the focus will be there. And yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, you guys will see this video in like 1 or 2 weeks after I have recorded this. So stay tuned for the next update in January. And yeah, once again, very helpful. Very thankful for your support, guys, for your views and for comments. And yeah, I once again appreciate every one of you guys following, liking, commenting, and yeah, helping me out make this world even cooler and bigger. And yeah, we are very ambitious for 2026 again, and I'll see you guys in 2026.